Hey guys, hope you're all well. So this is going to be another pickup video. Done quite a few of them recently. But yeah, I've picked up a couple of things the last week and a half. And so I thought I'd put a video together and show you what I picked up. And then I'm going to probably slow down a little bit. Obviously I'll still be doing car boots. I mean, yeah, that's guaranteed because they're cheap and you can get some really good bargains and things. But other than that, I'm just going to start off eBay for a bit because yeah, I've just gone a bit crazy and spent too much. I need to sit down and play games instead of buying them. That'd be a good thing. So yeah, first things first, I want to say a massive thank you to a fellow YouTuber and a good friend of mine called Butters. Now, I did mention him before we did a trade, but if you've not seen his channel, please check out a link below in the description. Really, really nice guy. Got a great channel. He's up and coming, and he's putting up videos regularly. He just gets some absolutely stunning bargains as well. He does really well at his market, and he's a really nice bloke. And recently, there was a game I've wanted for the Xbox for absolutely ages. Literally a couple of years I've been trying to get it now since I've been down here, and I can't find it. And he said he PM'd me. He said, "Oh, well, in fact, I think he left a comment first of all." But either way, anyway, he said he got a spare copy, and he asked me if I wanted it, and he sent it along for free, which is just absolutely amazing, considering the game isn't exactly cheap when you do find it in the shops and that. So, really happy to have this in the collection. So, thank you, Aaron. And it is Conquer Live and Reloaded. Really, really brilliant. I just cannot wait to play this and try it out. I'm a big fan of the N64 game. I love that game. I thought it was so fun. It was just brilliant. So I'm not entirely certain with this one. As far as I'm aware, at least I'm assuming anyway, it's got the remake of the original with updated graphics, but it's also got this whole online mode as well because it is live enabled. So I'm assuming, I mean that's irrelevant now anyway. We can't use that. But I mean I don't know because I was talking to Owen Labossu77 about it, and he wasn't too sure either. So I'm going to have to have a look at it and see what it's all about. But yeah, I just remember seeing the trailer for it when he was like blowing the heads off bears. I think they were like teddy bears, and it's just Conker just coming out with loads of curse words and there's like heads exploding, and it just looked brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate you doing that for me. And also Aaron sent me through a second game as well, which was brilliant because I didn't expect this at all, but good on him. He sent me, what's it called? Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. He told me in a note it wasn't a very good game, but he just sent it along anyway. But that's great because I mean I haven't got it, so it's another one for their collection, which is excellent. And I'm willing to give it a shot. Why not? I might enjoy this actually. It looks quite a fun game. It's, you know, what the hell? I'll give it a try. But yeah, thanks Aaron. Really appreciate it, mate. Right, guys. So as I say, go and check out his channel if you haven't. There's a link in the description below. And I'll move on there and I'll show you what I've been picking up. And this is why I've got to cut back on eBay and that because I've just gone mad again. It's really hard not to because you see these bargains and you think, oh, I'll have that. And before you know it, you've got a pile of stuff coming through the post and you're like, what have I done that for? It's just so easy to lose control, and I do it all the time. So from now on I'm stopping. I'm going to try and take control, and I've said that so many times, but I really have got to. Plus there's a good reason because from next month onwards all the modern stuff's coming out. I've got Star Fox coming out. Eventually Mario Land 3D I think it's called, or Mario 3D Land, I think that's what it's called, I don't know. That's coming out, which looks brilliant. Mario Kart 7's coming out, and there's games like, there's Body Count I want to get, but I'm going to wait and get it after the launch, quite until it drops in price, because no one's going to buy it and it'll just nosedive, so I'll get it for 20 quid like in about a month or two, which is a shame because I like it, but there you go. I thought the demo was excellent. So I'll get that. I want to get Spec Ops The Line, I want to get Uncharted 3, I want to get Battlefield 3. You know, there's loads of games. I definitely will not be picking up Modern Warfare 3 before anyone asks. Not a bleeding chance of buying that crap. But I'm definitely buying Battlefield 3 because that looks really cool. So anyway, so yeah, so I've got a lot to buy this year, so I want to say, but plus I'm hoping at some point, I read recently, I think it was like June or something, they announced that we're going to get the collector's edition for Uncharted 3. Now I can't find any pre-orders yet. Amazon and that have got it listed, and from what I read, I think I've read it on shop2.net's forums or their news thing. But apparently we're getting a better one than the Americans have got because we've got a few extras thrown in which look really cool from what I read. And for £100, that's a hell of a lot of money, and so I'm glad they're doing that because I wasn't willing to buy the collectors, not for 100 quid if it wasn't good enough, and I don't buy collector's editions usually, but Uncharted is my favourite franchise this generation, so if they do get off their arse and announce it officially and we get a proper pre-order, I'm going to buy it, what the hell. Anyway, getting distracted, let's carry on with what I was talking about. Pickups, right. First up guys, we've got some Dreamcast games. Now the reason I picked these up is basically looking at the, I'm not even going to say the word collection because it's not a collection, the little bit of games that I have for the Dreamcast, which is literally about, I've only ever got, not a lot, I've got about 7 games, so that's not a collection, it's just a bunch of games. So I figured, well, you know, Dreamcast games are so cheap at the moment, it's still dirt cheap, and for some reason, luckily, thank God for us, people on eBay haven't cottoned on to the fact that there's a massive following of the Dreamcast, and therefore the prices haven't been hiked up, which is excellent. So I got a list of the PAL games, went down the list, and then took out all the ones I wanted and put them on my own list. And I was going to buy the games I want. I'm not going to buy just like tons of games or a complete collection. I'm just going to buy a small amount of games, which is about 30 games I think I picked out in the end for myself. And that includes all like the big guns like the Street Fighter games and Marvel vs Capcom, but they're like 20 to 30 quid each, so I'll get them at the end. You know, I want to get them because obviously eventually they probably will go up in price. But these ones I got today, I got 5 games, and they're all pretty standard must-have titles if you're going to buy a Dreamcast. You know, they're all obvious games that everyone's got, so bear with me. But they're games that I love. And the best thing was, I decided, I'm going to show you something in a minute, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop waffling. There's just so much information I'm trying to get out there, and the points I want to make before I show you anything. Anyway, right, okay, so yeah, what I was going to do is just buy Dreamcast games, go on eBay, find the cheapest copy possible, compare it with Amazon, see which one was the cheapest one there. I didn't give a toss if the case was broken in any way, cracked or hinge bust, because you expect that. I just wanted good artwork, good quality manual and a good quality disc, that's all I cared about, because you can get replacement cases really cheap on eBay, so I was just going to do that. But as it happens, I got lucky, and the ones I've ordered have all come with really good cases, except for one which is a bit scratched, and that's it. So I might replace that just because I'm a bit anal like that, and it just bugs me. But other than that, it's all good. But the first one up is absolute must-have classic in bloody brilliant shape. I paid £4.50 for this, so I'm very happy. Soul Calibur. And I got to say, I played this yesterday, and it is still excellent. The graphics have really held up well. I mean, I'm pretty certain this was a launch title in 1999. So, you know, you're talking 12 years later and it still looks the dogs. It looks absolutely great. And it plays really well, it handles well. I love the music, I love the look of the game, the style, I love the characters, the weapons. It's just, you know, the voiceovers. I love the speech, you know, it's just great. It's a brilliant game. There you go, it's with a disc. And got the manual in the back. They're all complete, but I won't show you all because I'm paranoid about the cases getting broken. I have found the best way to open the case, if you open there, then open there instead of just putting it in the middle, because they tend to just bust really easy. But yeah, Soul Calibur, classic. Next one, I got another classic, must have, Crazy Taxi. Gotta love this game, I love it, it's brilliant. When I first had a Dreamcast years ago, I played this to death and I just love it. It's just one of those games you can just, when you don't want anything too intense and too stressful, you just pop this on, play it for a few hours, and it's just it's awesome, it's just pure fun. With that, I also picked up Crazy Taxi 2. Got it for a really good price because this one seems to be quite expensive actually, I was surprised. More than I was expecting to pay for it. And this one cost me about £14, which was the best deal I could find. And it's mint, it's absolutely immaculate. The guy had 2 copies, this one and the other one. And the other one, when I read his description, was a little bit less. It was sort of like, everything was in great condition, whereas this one was in excellent condition. So I picked this one because it was about £1 difference or something. Yeah, so brilliant. I love number 2 because you can jump over cars, and I always find that was a big advantage in Crazy Taxi. And it just has a new dimension to the gameplay, and it's just brilliant. But yeah, look at the quality of that. Absolutely superb. So then I picked up another classic and a definite must-have. I've got number 2 already because I bought a Dreamcast box from eBay ages ago. But unfortunately that machine's died now. It's a piece of crap. So I'm using the one I got from the car boot for £2.50, which is a bargain. But I got Power Stone 2, that box one, I got it, I can't remember how much I paid for it now. I think it was like £23 or something, 23, 25, something like that. So to get Power Stone 2 with it was really good because that game can, you know, go for a decent price on eBay. But I picked up Power Stone and I just gave away what this bloody game was, then I just realised I'm a twat. Anyway, what a dick, I don't really understand. Anyway, whatever. I got Power Stone and I got Power Stone 2 with the console before. I'm such a prat, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, played this yesterday as well. I just went through playing loads of Dreamcast yesterday. What a game! What an absolutely stunning game. Graphically, it's just beautiful. I love the character design. I love the gameplay. I mean, it's just so much fun. You know, it'd be brilliant if I had someone to play it with to play 2-player. That'd be even better because it'd just be excellent. But I must admit, I really love the mechanics of it. You know, the whole idea of using all the weapons and throwing shit around and hitting them with swords, rocket launchers, guns, bombs, getting the Power Stones and powering it up. Really simple but really effective. Great game. Now this is the one that's got a scratch case, which is a shame because everything else is in great shape and it's on its hinges. So I'm going to replace this. It's also a bit misty as well, but yeah, I'm going to replace the case because they're not expensive. Ready to Rumble, great boxing game, total classic. Love this game to bits. Pretty sure you can get Ready to Rumble on PS1 as well, but I thought, well, screw it, get on Dreamcast, better quality. Well, in theory it might not be, but I mean, who knows. But yeah, so I got Ready to Rumble. So that's 5 new additions to my Dreamcast, so I've got 7 over there. So that's 12 in total, which is pretty damn good. I don't think I'm officially going to call it a collection until I've hit about 20, because that's a pretty reasonable number. I think that's about right. It's an interesting question actually. What do you guys think? When do you class a collection as a collection? How many games is a collection? Because I always think if you've got 3 or 4 or 5, that's not a collection. That's just, you've got a couple of games for your system. So I think 20 or more, that's definitely heading towards collection territory. That's what I think anyway. Let me know what you think. So yeah, that's Dreamcast, which I'm very happy with because I absolutely love that console. I'm not a massive Sega fan, but if I'm going to be honest, the Dreamcast is one of the best consoles ever made. It just captures everything perfectly. It's just such a fun machine. The only 2 negatives of that machine were the lack of DVD support at the time, because obviously that was a big mess up and that failed them. And you know, that aside, the only real thing I have a problem with that machine is the sound. Is the fact that the machine itself is so bloody noisy when it's loading discs. But I mean, that's a minor thing really, isn't it? I mean, when you look at the library of games that the system has, it's amazing. It's a real shame actually that Sony did so well, because they had DVD in their machine, and that seemed to be a massive plus. I mean, obviously they had, you know, the huge fan base of PlayStation 1 fans, of which I was one, and the Dreamcast, I didn't even know it was coming out. I took no notice. I was only solely focused on a PS2 at the time, and it was only after the Dreamcast had died off, I think it was, that I actually managed to pick one up in the last bits of stock in August, and I was just like, no, I'll give it a try. I think I'm pretty certain that was when I sold my PS2, because I was going to get an Xbox and I pre-ordered it, and I just picked up a Dreamcast after work one day for God knows what reason. It was cheap, and I probably thought, oh, what the hell, I'll give it a try. Gives me something to play while I'm waiting for the Xbox to come, and I loved it, and it was great. And yeah, if it hadn't been for the DVD and the PlayStation brand, that Dreamcast should have been the dominant force last generation, because it has such a bloody amazing catalogue of games. Yeah, it's a shame. But there you go, those are the breaks, that's the way it goes, isn't it? And at the moment it looks like Nintendo's going to fall on its arse the way it's going. I'm getting seriously worried about Nintendo. Pocket Migo was talking about this yesterday, and I think he's so right. It does feel like it's starting to go the way of Sega with the 32X and the Sega CD or Mega CD. It does make you wonder what Nintendo are playing at. You know, they seem to have really dropped the ball on the 3DS, and I'm worried for them. I'm worried that the Wii U isn't going to be as great as I think it's going to be, and they're going to totally screw it up. And if they don't get the game lineup right, they're dead in the water. I'm worried. And you get all these rumours going around now about the 3DS being redesigned with 2 analog sticks and that, and I really hope that's not true. I really hope they're not going to do that, and they're going to stick with what they've got. Because, you know, I don't know. It just seems like Nintendo don't have a focus, don't know what they're doing. And I've never seen that with Nintendo. They all seem to be very focused, very structured, and know exactly where they're going. But they seem to be losing sight of it at the moment, and I'm worried about them. So, you know, they are gaming. Without Nintendo, you know, we wouldn't have what we have now. So, yeah, it's tragic really. But hopefully, you know, I'll be proven wrong, and the Wii U will come out next year. They'll have a stellar lineup of games, and we'll all be buying them, and we'll all be happy. And it'll be as successful as the original Wii, if not more. But who knows? Anyway, talking of Nintendo, nice segue. I picked up some SNES games. So the first one I got is an absolutely brilliant game. I've only ever owned this in the Japanese version, and I've very rarely played it when I had it. I've literally played it about twice, I think, at the most, because I had tons of games. I never got around to playing it properly, so I need to stick some time into this now. But I'm really happy to have this, because all the buy nows to import from America, the buy nows on UK eBay were quite expensive, and I thought it was going to take me a while to buy this game. But I saw this copy on auction the other day, and there was another guy selling a copy for, well, he originally had it on for $21.99. It didn't sell, so he relisted it for $18.99 buy now. And this auction was on as well. And the $18.99 one, the box was damaged in several places, and so it put me off. It wasn't like massive damage, it was like little bits of crushing and a bit of creasing here and there. But he said all the inserts in the manual, the game, were all in excellent condition. So I thought, well, I'll wait and I'll watch the auction and see if that one sells for a decent price. If it goes over $18.99, I'll just buy the other guy's one. But as it happens, it didn't, and I won this for £9, and I have picked up Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Now, if you know anything about this game, £9 is a bloody steal. I can't believe how lucky I got. Absolutely brilliant. Really happy. So I'm very happy to actually add this to the collection. It comes with a Nintendo Power leaflet as always. and it has a poster. I'll just show you that, which is really cool. It's got Fox McCloud on it, which is always a bonus. And it's got some games on the back with a picture of Donkey Kong. So it's got Illusion of Gaia, Super Mario World, yeah, Uni Racers, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, Stanley Cup. It's got quite a few in there. It's not for Super Punch Out as well, and Stunt Race FX. So yeah, excellent. I look like these posters are always in really good condition. Always makes me suspicious. Precautions leaflet standard, and the manual, which is important, and it's full colour, which is excellent. That's the important bit. Look at that, absolutely bright. You can't beat the colour manuals; they're quality. And then, of course, the important bit, the game itself. The inlay tray's a bit knackered. It's got a whip there. I might replace it. I might not. I don't know yet. They're only cheap. They're a couple of dollars, so I might replace it. It's just the shipping costs are a pain in the arse because it starts bumping the price up for a bit of cardboard and puts me off a little bit. I still need to buy one for Mortal Kombat because I haven't got one for that. The guy forgot to put it in the box when he shipped it the Pratt years ago. Oh well. Dust cover in place, all good. Label is looking absolutely cracking, and the pins are nice and clean as well, which is a very important thing. That's always nice to see. But yeah, I'm really happy. So I can't wait to play it. I remember seeing, I'm sure it was Evil Slothman did a gameplay, and it did look really, really cool. So it just looks completely different to every other Mario title I've ever played. So I'll be interested to see if I can get into it and get to grips with it. It's very colourful and bright. And you know, he's Yoshi, and that's always a good thing because he's a man. Or the dinosaur, but he's a dude. But yeah, very happy to have that. So that's number 63. That's bloody brilliant. 63 on the US versions anyway. So Yoshi's Island. So I also decided to pick up a couple of Super Famicom games, Japanese SNES games. And these are two games I wanted really badly. I saw them on retrogames.co.uk going really cheap. And I thought, what the hell, why not? One of them I can't even get it on eBay boxed. I only saw a loose card, that was the only auction on there. So I'm really glad to have picked it up. So first up I got Pokken Twinbee. Absolutely fantastic shoot 'em up, or as I believe they're called cute 'em ups, which, yeah, whatever. But yeah, this is from the Parodius series basically. Just really cute graphics, cute music, just blowing shit up in a cute way. It's a great game. I really like it. I've got it on my machine. I was playing it last night. It's fantastic. And you gotta love the Japanese boxes. I love the shape of them, the artwork. I love how they have the Japanese writing down the side, and you got the Super Famicom down that side. Look at that. I'm doing the whole Alex thing here, whole blue tonic. There you go. They're just absolutely fantastic. Look at that. And it really takes me back to when I collected for the Super Famicom. It really makes me miss the system, actually, to be honest with you. But you know, I'm not going to complain. Look at this. I've got like 63 bloody American games, so I've got nothing to complain about. And the next one is the one I couldn't find on eBay, and I managed to find one copy, which was on retrogames.co.uk, awesome website, as I say. And it is Xandra's Big Adventure. This is a game I had when I had the Super Famicom before, and it's also the reason I picked this up. When I was a kid, I had an older friend who had a Super Nintendo and had a job, so he was working full time. I had loads of money coming in, buying every game possible on the SNES, and he had this, and that was when I first played it, and that's why I remembered it, and it's great. Basically, you play as that dude there, the big green jelly baby with a pitchfork. And it's a platform game. You run around and you stab people with your pitchfork. It's brilliant. So this will be a gameplay at some point because it's just great. I love this game. And I just love the art. Look at that. Brilliant cover. Again, you know, Super Famicom, just awesome. Brilliant. So yeah, guys. So that's that. So that's quite a few things already, isn't it? Right. Okay. So one more thing to show you, and that is a system pickup. Now, I wasn't going to buy any more systems this year, but for the last couple of months I've been thinking about buying a particular system, and I've spoken to a couple of people, including Blue Tonic, about this. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to Alex, and I was umming and ahhing, I didn't know if to get it or not, and in the end I just thought screw it, and I went for it, and I'm really glad I did because it's brilliant, and it is the TurboGrafx 16. Now, this is the PAL version. Now, you might wonder why I bought the PAL version, and I'll just show you the system itself. There you go. It's a really nice system. It's got a lot of weight to it as well. I didn't expect it to be so heavy. I thought it was going to be really light. But that's where your cue cards go in there. And that comes off the back. And that's where the CD's are attached to. Now, basically what happened was, I love the American TurboGrafx 16 boxes for the games. They look brilliant. The Japanese PC Engine games, they just come in a CD case. And I find that kind of boring. The Americans got proper cardboard boxes and they look absolutely fantastic. And now the TurboGrafx hasn't got that many games, and it certainly hasn't got that many great games. as opposed to the Japanese PC Engine, which has got shitloads of great games. So it makes sense for most people to buy a PC Engine. The only reason I didn't buy one was just simply because if I do that, I can't buy American games to play on it unless I get it modified. And if the Japanese PC Engine isn't exactly cheap anyway, and there's so many different variations, I was just confusing the crap out of me. So what I did, I picked this up instead, and this has been modified for RGB, but it's also been modified, if you can see, there's a little switch there, so you can switch between American and Japanese. So I haven't got to have a converter, I can just put a Japanese game in and play it, which is fantastic. And I got this from a really great website called Console Goods. Now, Console Goods is a website I've used loads of times. I usually use it when I import consoles. If I use, like, I need a power supply, or I need a SCART cable or an S-video cable or something. He's absolutely brilliant. The guy that runs it, Rob, really nice bloke, and he's super fast with his delivery and all. It's usually within a couple of days you get everything. And yeah, I've used him several times over the years I've been collecting. He's absolutely fantastic. So I definitely recommend him, and I'm going to put a link in the description as well, so you can go and check out his site if you're interested. As I say, he also sells the turbo graphics and modifies them. He also sells games for the system as well, which is excellent. But he does all different consoles, power supplies, cables for loads of different systems, and he's got a really, really good site. And I've never seen anybody shout him out before, so I'm going to recommend his channel, recommend his website. So please check him out, guys, in the UK especially. You know, because it's really helpful when you're importing consoles to be able to get a decent power supply and a decent RGB SCART cable. So with TurboGrafx 16, you also get a copy of Blazing Lasers, which is a shoot 'em up. And I remember seeing Ash81B for you when he got his TurboGrafx. He showed a gameplay of this. It looked pretty damn cool, so quite impressed. I'm looking forward to trying that out. And obviously, because it's modified for Japanese, I wanted to pick up a Japanese game to start me off. And what I bought was the one Japanese game that always stands out when you think of PC Engine, which is, of course, R-Type. And that's part 1, and there's part 2. Got these in the same auction from the same seller, which is brilliant. And I did really well. I got these for £14, and when I looked around, that seemed to be a pretty cheap price, so I was very happy with that. Basically, if you don't know, when they released R-Type on the PC Engine, they couldn't fit it all on one HUE card, so they put part 1 out, and then part 2 of the game came on a separate HUE card. And then, from what I understand, they then released, when the CD unit came out, they released the full game on one CD, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty certain that's right. So yeah, I picked those up. And I also picked up from Rob at Console Goods a game from my TurboGrafx. And it's a sealed copy of Ninja Spirit, which is one of the main reasons I wanted the system, because I love this game and the port seems to be really good from the gameplays I saw on YouTube. So yeah, I just love these boxes. The artwork isn't the greatest. I mean, come on, compared to Japanese artwork, it's crap. But I like the banners and everything, the TurboGrafx and the bright green, the lime green, and the size and the shape. It's fantastic. The screenshots aren't that good on the back. They look a bit blurry, but they're probably done from RF or something, so they're probably shit. But nonetheless, it's really cool, and I love this game. I've got it in my main cabinet. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's my new edition, and I've tried it, and it's absolutely brilliant. I really love it. If you want to see any gameplays of any of those games, guys, just let me know, and I will do that for you. You know, whether it be the SNES games, the DC games, TurboGrafx, you know, R-Type for PC Engine, whatever you want to see, let me know, and I will do those for you. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'm off to try and play some more TurboGrafx. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon.